Started off, I mean, with Rashad White, my boy out of Tampa Bay. I just kind of mentioned him a little bit, but I think he's going to be somebody worth taking, especially if they don't grab Dalvin Cook or another running back. I really think Rashad White has to get the carries over there, don't you?
Yeah, and Rashad White is a good football player, man. He just hasn't got all the opportunities to prove himself. And if they're running with him, I mean, he's going to get that opportunity, especially with the rebuild they got going on down there. I mean, they're going to need to run the ball on the ground here and there, depending on how Baker Mayfield plays out. I think Rashad White's going to get volume regardless of anything. And he's fallen in drafts, so I think he's worth a look for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Moving on to the next honorable mention. We again just touched on this a little bit, and that's Alexander Mattinson, Trey. What do you think Alexander's good?
Yeah, Alexander Madison would honestly be on this list, but I have no idea where he's going to go in drafts at this point. I mean, if Dalvin Cook's leaving, Alexander Madison, I mean, is he a first round pick? I think he has to be a second round pick. I mean, you saw what he did every time Dalvin Cook was out. He was just exactly putting up the same amount of points, doing exactly what the team wanted for him. I mean, this dude's a monster running back. He just hasn't had the opportunity to shine for the whole season. And if you get that, I mean, it's going to be sky's the limit for this man.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen Dalvin go down in the past, and Alexander Madison jumped in, just took off running, man, literally and physically. So, uh, Alexander Madison, man, I think it'd be a great ad for you. Just got to know what's going to happen. And then
Exactly.
the last mention, honorable mention, and this is somebody that is, I think, is going to be talked about so much, almost probably to nausea, but that is Bijan Robinson. Oh, honey Dijon over there, man. Explain to them why he is a risk, my friend.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, Bijan Robinson is great. Top pick in the draft. I mean, this dude is a monster. He's going to be great for Atlanta and everything. But the problem is he's going to be a first round pick, and that's a little bit more of a risk than what we're kind of looking at on this list. That's why he's an honorable mention and not actually on the list. But I mean, the dude's going to be a monster. But you're going to have to spend a first round pick on this guy. I've seen ADP where he's above guys like Austin Eckler. I mean, so I mean, it's brave souls out there, but I think it'll be worth it in the
I,
end.
I do too, man. I'm one of these guys that are really big on Bijan, and I think he will be worth the risk, but there's still risk there to take, you know?
I mean, first round pick. I don't know. I'm just one of those guys in fantasy. When my first round, I want a guy that is guaranteed to produce, not a rookie that. I mean, but you know what? I feel like you have to take risks to win leagues. So I mean, maybe it's risk worth taking.
You know what they say, buddy. You got to risk it to get that biscuit, buddy. And sometimes you got to do it, my friend. Hey, I know what you're thinking. I need more fourth and flex. Well, subscribe to the channel and watch this video right here.